Hey everybody, and welcome back. Matthew Boyle here from legendarylanguagelearner.com. Language learning as if by magic. And in today's video, I want to dip into a passage from the Legendary Language Learner's Spellbook, which is available now. And it's a section that's entitled The Legendary Language Learner in You. So I'm going to read through this section and then I'm going to give you a supporting example from my own life. Okay, so let's get into it. This it was given me to know, that the number one way we relinquish our language learning talents is by thinking we don't have any. The reality is that each of us has a legendary language learner of immense capabilities wandering throughout the netherworld of our soul, aimless, and it yearns to fulfill its own incomparable destiny. Pitifully, we often block its Tao and suppress its expression by leaving it wide open to attacks from within and from without. This leads our legendary language learner to gradually conform and wither amid the unthinking herd of mediocre language learners and defeated monolinguals who never regained their courage to return to battle, yet take pleasure now in stymieing us. Our followers believe that the more they learn about languages, the more they learn about themselves, awakening their indwelling legendary language learner and tapping into that primordial source of their own innate potential. You must attune yourself to this perspective by meditating on the arcane philosophy and enchanting meta habits inside the pages of this spellbook. So, what does this mean for me? In my case, well, I realized something when I moved to Guangdong province in China for the first time. I had lived in China for many years in other provinces, and I had studied Mandarin Chinese for many years, and I had gotten quite comfortable with it. I had gotten to the intermediate stage of it, I would say. And when I moved to Guangdong, it was almost like moving to another country as far as I was concerned, because the local people here speak Cantonese as their native language, so I felt adrift at sea yet again. Almost like when I first arrived to China, but not quite, because obviously the people here can speak Mandarin, but I felt like, oh man, all my years of work that I put into Mandarin, it's almost like it's useless here if I in fact want to chat with these people and talk to these people in their mother tongue. All my years of Mandarin kind of go out the window. I would have to start learning Cantonese. If I want to achieve that same level of connection and understanding as I do with people in Mandarin, then I'm going to have to start over. And what I noticed is I was hesitant to start learning Cantonese, but the reason was because I was comparing it to the Mandarin, the level with Mandarin that I had already achieved, and I was thinking about how much time I put into Mandarin, and I was telling myself, but Matt, you could never achieve the same level with Cantonese, so why even try? You know, that type of talk. So this kind of self-sabotage is what is going to stop a lot of you from even starting. You're going to fall down at the very first fence, the very first hurdle, and you are going to slaughter, to use a kind of dramatic word, you're going to slaughter your own legendary language learner who's just starting to wake up inside of you. You have to let that legendary language learner in you have a chance. So what I would say to you is, you just have to get in the current. That is what I told myself to kind of break out of my funk. Matt, you're living in Guangdong right now. That should be help enough. But just put yourself in the current. Allow yourself the permission to start studying and enjoying the language without thinking about what's your level, how much time are you going to have to put in, how does it compare to other things that you've done in the past. All those questions are kind of beside the point. And those foreign languages, or whatever target language you may be interested, they're not going to learn themselves, you know. They're out there, they're sitting out there. But if you really want to get a handle on anything or learn anything, you just kind of have to throw yourself in. So this is my major point here today. Give that legendary language learner in yourself a chance to begin. Get into the current. Throw yourself in. Don't let your mind tread water with too many unimportant questions that are beside the point, too many of those self-sabotaging questions. Just begin and come back here to Legendary Language Learner to chat with us about how's it going. We're going to have a lot of content. There's going to be here, you can find games, you can find videos. I will also be posting. You can visit the website, you can visit our Facebook group, and you can check out the Legendary Language Learner's Spellbook, which is full of my own philosophy and tactics for learning foreign languages, and really not just learning them, but commanding them, and through that way uplifting your life. Finally, I'll say, please remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. That's it for today's video. I'll see you back here next time. Bye bye for now.